In all the years I've played GT Online, the hangar business has never been something I actually used since it was so extremely bad. However, in recent updates, Rockstar has massively buffed the hangar and made it actually a viable business to grind. Therefore, in this video, I'm going to show you how you could earn millions of dollars while playing the hangar business. So getting right into the video, the first thing we need to do is actually buy a hangar. And there is two different locations you can buy a hangar from. This is LSIA and the Fort Zancudo military base. Even though the Fort Zancudo hangars are more expensive than the LSIA hangars, they are far better as well. Firstly, you do get access to the military base this way without getting the police on you. You can freely walk around the military base without any police or military bothering you. Secondly, the source missions we will be doing will be more often closer to the Fort Zancudo hangar compared to the LSIA ones. So just buy the cheapest hangar up in Fort Zancudo because they are all quite similar. So that way you can save a bit of money. Now that you've got your brand new hangar, it's time to make some money. And the way we make money with this business is by sourcing crates. To do this, we need to find a laptop in your office. When you get there, you will open up a website called the Free Trade Shipping Co. On this website, there are 3 different tabs that you can access. These tabs are Overview, Source, and Sell. The Overview tab explains itself really. It gives you an overview of your business and how it's going. The Source tab is where you will source the goods that we will later on sell. Lastly, the Sell tab is where you will get to sell all your crates/goods and get that sweet money. Right, so now we get on to the actual sourcing of crates, and this might get a bit complicated, but I will try to explain it in the most simplest way I can. So with the crates in the hangar, there are 3 different tiers: tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3 type crates. The ones you want to focus on is the tier 3 type crates. This is because it will earn you more money. I will explain all the numbers later. The tier 3 type crates that you can source are medical, chemical, and narcotics. So focus on these ones and don't bother with all the other crate categories. When you have selected the crate category that you want to source, you get the option of doing an air source mission or a land source mission. You should always do the land source missions. This is because the land source missions are simply just faster to do than the air source missions. It will only take you about 3 to 5 minutes if you have an Oppressor Mark II or a Raju jet. However, after each mission you will have a cooldown time, and as a solo player the cooldown times for the tier 3 crates are 4 minutes. Now you also have a guy in your hangar called Rooster. Rooster is kind of an employee in your hangar with the ability to source a random amount and a random type of crate for you for a fee of $25,000. This is not worth it. If you look at the chart right here, having 25 or even 50 of the same crate type will get you a big bonus. If Rooster then for example randomly brings you an animal crate, then that bonus will not be granted. Remember, you can only hold 50 crates total in your hangar, so if even one crate is a different type of cargo, then you will lose a lot of your profits. To sum it up, stay clear of Rooster. Rooster. Now before we get on to selling, I do have some source mission tips that might help you when you're sourcing crates. Tip number 1. During one of the sourcing missions, you need to find a trailer with a container on it that has a crate inside it. This will obviously take a long time if you were to drive the truck all the way up to Fort Zancudo if it is, for example, in the city. However, you can save time by destroying the container and just picking up the crate. The container is always reddish brown. Use explosive weapons like an RPG or some missiles to destroy it and then grab the crates. Tip number 2. When you get sourcing missions that require you to open a shutter door to a garage, you need to find a generator box and destroy it. This generator box is always outside of the building, somewhere close to it. It will always be within the yellow highlighted zone on your minmap, so don't bother searching outside of that highlighted zone. Sometimes the generator is pretty hard to find as it can be behind an object such as a large container, or it can also be above you on top of a roof. Tip number 3. Remember, you can pick up crates while inside your vehicle, which means if you're inside your Raju or your Oppressor Mark II, you don't need to hop out to get the crate. You can just fly right into it and you will pick it up that way. Tip number 4. Whenever you get a sourcing mission that takes you to a crash site to search for the dropped crate, stay inside your vehicle and drive around inside the yellow highlighted zone until until a green crate is marked on your minimap. This way you can avoid fighting enemies and searching the site safely. If you are in an Oppressor Mark II or a Roger jet, you can do the same, but also take advantage of the heights, as the crate will be glowing on the ground so you can easily see it and just fly down and take it. This glowing crate is also much easier to see at nighttime, so if you're doing this mission at night, then it will be glowing up to the stars. Now that we have sourced all our 50 crates, it's time to get to selling. To sell your acquired crates, you will have to go back to the laptop in your hangar and then select the sell tab. Here you will have a few options. You can either sell one product type or you can sell all your cargo at once. I would recommend selling all your cargo at once. This way you don't have to do two separate sell missions and wait for the cooldown after each mission, and you can still get a pretty hefty bonus. Also, again, always do the land sell missions. These are easier and faster to do because you will only get one delivery vehicle every time you sell, compared to air sell missions where you can get the goddamn 6 Havoc mission. Right, so now we get on to the good stuff, profit estimates. Right now we're gonna estimate how much we can earn per hour with this method. Now bear with me, there is a lot of numbers here, but I will try to make it simple again. But yeah, there is a lot of math to this, but bear with me, we will get through it. So let's roughly estimate that it takes you 5 minutes to do a land source mission. You will get 1 crate for each mission you do as a solo player. Therefore, you will need to do 50 missions to fill up your hangar fully. 50 missions times the 5 minutes it takes to do them equals 250 minutes. 250 minutes is right over 4 hours. However, that is still not quite correct, since we still need to take into account the cooldown times. The cooldown for each mission is 4 minutes. 50 missions times the 4 minutes cooldown equals 200 minutes. 200 minutes is right over 3 hours. Then we take the 4 hours of sourcing plus the 3 hours of cooldowns, which equals 7 hours. To make it simple, it will take around 7 to 8 hours to fill up 50 crates of one product type. However, if we do the solo method where we source 25 crates of 2 types of cargo, for example narcotics and chemicals, then we can avoid the cooldown altogether. Of course, you will get a smaller bonus when selling 2 types of cargo compared to only 1, but in terms of money per hour as a solo player, sourcing 2 cargo types back to back is much better. When we remove the cooldown time, we get only the 4 hours of sourcing time. Therefore, roughly it will take 4 to 5 hours for you to source all the 50 crates if you source 2 types of cargo back to back. If you do the solo method and source 25 crates of, for example, chemicals and narcotics to get 50 total crates, you will get $2,025,000. However, with the high demand bonus, aka selling in a full lobby, you could earn upwards of $2,961,500. If we estimate that it will take you 5 hours to fill the hangar up to 50 crates, then to calculate how much you will earn per hour, we need to take that 2,961,500 and divide it by 5 hours of sourcing, of course, which then equals $592,300. And that $592,300 is our final number, as this is how much you roughly would earn per hour if you filled up the hangar solo. You could earn more than this in an hour, and you could earn less than this. It all depends on what missions you get and how efficient you are. I think that's about everything you need to know as a solo player for the hangar. If there's anything you think I missed or didn't go over, let me know in the comments. Also, you might have seen a lot of GTA 6 rumors lately about a potential trailer releasing this month. Because of that, I suggest you watch this video right here. It goes over the biggest facts that we know about GTA 6. Everything in that video is confirmed. Subscribing and leaving a like would also help me out greatly. God bless and thank you for watching. Feels good to be back, man.